Hi folks, this is Hariom for the webinar. Welcome to the part 2 of modern neurology, contribution of Karen Shepherd in the 80s. Now, if you see a lot of sports persons, especially women tennis player, a lot of them look not that bulky, I suppose. If you see any Russian player in tennis, they are all for lack of better words, skinny. But if you see the force which they hit the tennis ball is tremendous, right? Probably you and I have bigger muscles in our shoulders or this or that, or there are people who go to the gym with buffed up muscles, but they can't hit the ball in that speed, right? This is very important understanding of the nervous system. The nervous system, or how we produce movement, or how we produce force, or how we do things is not just dependent on how much force I can create in this muscle, what happens to my tone, what is the range of motion and things like that, right? So these things we were made aware of all these things by a person called as A.M. Gentile. She was Anna T. Gentile, something like that. Can't remember her name exactly. So she was a neuropsychologist. In the 80s, she started teaching a course called as movement something for primarily targeting physical educators, probably physiotherapists, OTs and things like that. In that, she was insisting that if you want to get better in a game, the most important thing for you to do is play that game again and again, not worry about your gym time or strengthening this muscle, that muscle and things like that. And she was considered controversial in that particular time. A lot of people did not like that. People are like, what is wrong with her? So what she was telling is the nervous system works for a context, for a particular goal, for a particular situation. It does not just increase the tone. It does not just increase proprioception. These are common terminologies still people use. I am increasing the tone of my muscle, decreasing the tone of my patient, increasing proprioception. These are all nonsensical terms, utter rubbish, right? So she said that the nervous system works for a context, right? So in the 80s, she was doing this course, and voila, 2 people came and attended that course. That was Karen Shepherd. And they brought this idea to physiotherapy. When they wrote the book, a lot of people think that they brought in this and that, but I certainly believe that they brought this important thing, that is, you need to give exercise in a context. That was their primary contribution to modern physiotherapy, right? That's why we now think that everything should be towards context. That's what we mean by a functional activity, right? So they said that, say for example, lying and you are doing bridging exercise, right, to increase your probably extensor and things like that. They said that no, that is not in the context. The muscle of extensors have to work while walking, not while lying on the couch. So these were their arguments. So in the early stages, one of their major contributions, bringing or pulling physiotherapy from very rudimentary ideas towards modern thinking is their contribution of context. So if you don't understand anything in modern physiotherapy, the first and foremost thing I would suggest you start learning is context. What does it mean? How does it influence your movements and things like that? Thank you.